Man, I tell you, but we gotta do this here together.
Boss.
It take a team
Boss up.
to achieve the dream.
We pay the cost to be the boss. Invest without loss. Young Boss Media, your coverage get tossed. From live stats, videos too. Tapped in the movies, the who's a who. Shows, pros, just do it, Bo knows. Entrepreneurs, plan, see how it grows. Fly magazines, we flip the scene. Check out Ray James, he on the big screen. By invitation across the nation. Young Boss Monica, she know what she facing. The leader of the crew, she know what to do. Check her out the front if you wanna come through. Only if you got her master plan. Make it in the control room, holla at Stan. Bless the hairstyle, thank God we helped there. Bossed up media, we taking over Chelsea. Young Boss Media, who you need is us. Business community, what we feeding ya. Young Boss Media, who you need is us. Business community, what we feeding ya. Young Boss Media, who you need is us. Business community, what we feeding ya.
Hey, Young Boss Media, we taking care of our business, What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Yaminah Legohn. Some of y'all may remember me from Make Lemonade with Young Boss Media. You know, Monica got us doing some business for Mind Your Business and Prosper. So, you know, we all some business women, so we got to give y'all some little information, okay? Today, we're going to be talking about intellectual properties, y'all. Yeah, that means make sure that you are branding your business. All y'all talking about you a boss, but you ain't got your business straight. Okay, I'm here to talk about it with y'all, okay? So anyway, some of y'all, if you don't know me, my name is Yaminah Legohn. I am an artistic director. I'm a choreographer. I'm an entertainer. I'm a business owner. I'm owner of Art of Legohn, LLC. Art of Legohn is a multimedia arts and entertainment company. We specialize in dance, music, and visual arts. We do community engagements. We do youth programs. At the same time, we do business consulting for artists. And that's super important if you're artists out there, because a lot of artists do not understand the business aspect of the art world. A lot of us just want to, I just want to be an artist. I just want to do my work. And I just want, you know, I understand that. I've been there before, but if you want to do your work, you got to handle that business, okay? You have to handle your business. So with Art of Legohn, I have a dance company, and we have a show called Red Light Special, Night of Urban Burlesque. It's a sizzling show. It's been popping, going on 5 years, or it's 5 years now. And then I also produced an event called Dance Hall Battle NYC. It's a cultural event that I do once a year that's focused on dance hall. And then on the same time, I hire artists out for events, for music videos, for commercials, for everything. I'm involved. I'm originally from Los Angeles, and I moved to New York in 2011. So I was living in New York been living in New York for 9 years. Right now I'm on the West Coast helping my family out because, you know, we had COVID. But let's get into this real quick. I really got into intellectual properties because as a business owner, I had to protect myself. And I spoke to lawyers, accountants, marketing strategists. I've taken classes. I've done research, you know, all over the course of this past 10 years of running my business. So when I first started my business, Art of Legohn, in 2010, I did it the Pullman way, which means I wrote the name on a sheet of paper and then I mailed it to myself. And that was my first attempt of copywriting, trademark. And then about 4 or 5 years later, I formed my business into an LLC. So it's important, as I've learned with building a business. I've had people who tried to copy my brand, copy things that I do, taking a piece of my work and then put it under their name. So I've been I've had those type of experiences. So let's get into this real quick with intellectual property. So let me set up so y'all can see me. All right, cool. So intellectual property is work or an invention that is a result of creativity. So whatever that's coming from your mind, your human intellect, that's what they mean by your intellectual property, such as manuscripts or design that the law protects from unauthorized users. In order to protect your intellectual property, you may apply for one or all four categories. It could be a patent, it could be a copyright, it could be a trademark, and it could be trade secrets. And so in this lesson, we're going to talk about copyright, trademark, and patent. So that's what we're going to do first. So let's get into the copyright. Some people get little things and confused with copyright. So let me just break this down. So a copyright protects original works of authorship, including literary, dramatic, musical, and artistic works, such as poetry, novels, movies, songs, choreography, computer software, and architecture. And I wanted to highlight choreography because as a dancer, if you see these little TikTok videos and things like that, people making up dances, then artists taking that dance and putting in their video, you dancers out there could actually copyright your choreography. You cannot technically copyright an idea, but you can copyright the actual what it is. So you can't say that, oh, I want to make a song about swans. What's going on with that song? What's the words? What comes first? What comes second? What comes last? That's what you can copyright. And one thing to think about is the original creators of the work and anyone that is given authorization to are the only ones with the exclusive right to reproduce this work. So when you are copywriting and you send that out and you let the whole world know, you can use that C symbol, that copyright, that little C with the circle around it. You can use that by your name, which tells the world, which tells people that you have taken the extra mile to protect your business. For a copyright, the duration of a copyright, let's go over that real quick. So the work that was created by an individual, the protection lasts for the life of the artist plus 70 years. So that means if you come up with some work and then you pass, you have an additional 70 years that your work is protected. When the work that was created anonymously or for hire, the protection lasts about 95 years from the date of publication or 120 years from the date of creation. So it really just depends on how you want to copyright your work. If you want to make it as an individual, a secret, anonymous. Me, I like people to know that I own this. This is my work. So when I copy my work, I copyright it as an individual. So copywriting, important, okay? Trademark. So we were talking about copyrights and trademarks patent. Now we're on trademark, okay? So trademarking, let me tell you something about trademarking. I have about 5 different trademarks, okay? And so when I first did a trademark, I did some research and then I went on to LegalZoom and then I did my first trademark that way. But I was like, I don't know if I want to go this route all the time because it does cost a lot of money and you can trademark it yourself. So let's get into what a trademark is, all right? So a trademark is a word, phrase, symbol, and or design that identifies and distinguishes the source of the goods of one party from those of others. Believe it or not, a trademark can also be represented by color or smell. Some examples of trademarks are a brand name, a slogan, a logo, or you can do the name and the logo. So here's the thing about trademarking. You can trademark the logo, but if you only trademark the logo, you will have to always use that logo in order to protect your brand. When you just trademark the name, you're just trademarking the name without the logo, without the colors. Your name is protected. That's just a general way of trademarking just the name. If you just trademark the name and you don't have the logo is not protected. So you can protect your brand by trademarking the name and the logo together. But I always suggest to have trademark the name and trademark the logo. So you have two different things that are trademarked, so it's protected. So if you write your name on a sheet of paper or you type it out, or it is protected as typed out. If it's the logo and you have that trademarked as well, your logo is protected. Otherwise, if you're just using your logo to represent your business and your name is only trademarked and your logo is not trademarked, then your brand is not protected. So think about that when you are trademarking your brand. Okay, so we just went over copyright and trademark. So the next thing I want you guys to think about is a patent. Okay, so a patent is a right granted to an inventor by the federal government that permits the inventor to exclude others from making, selling, or using the invention for a period of time. When you're patenting something, when you're doing a patent on something, that would include machines, manufactured articles, industrial processes, and chemicals that you may create. That would be a patent, and that can be a little bit more paperwork. It could be a little bit more of a process, but you definitely want to think about doing a patent when you're looking into your business. So the duration of a patent protection depends on the type of category your patent is in. So there's three types of patents. You have the utility patent, the design patent, and the plant patent. So I advise you to do some more research on where your patent will fall in, what category it falls in, because that's definitely important, okay? So we just talked about copyright, trademark, and patent, those three. Me personally, I'm always trademarking things. I'm always copywriting things. As a choreographer, copywriting is actually the most least expensive thing to do compared to a trademark or a patent. So like if you come up with a design, if you have something that you wrote out and you don't want to put it out to the world yet, just copyright it. They do, you can copyright it unlimited amount of work for, I think it's about $30 the last time I checked, that you can do for copyright. So for example, if you have an album that you want to put out and you want to copyright it, you can go to the copyright and you can put the name of what it is and all the songs under that category and shoot it out to the copyright office, and that's how you can copyright your work. Once you put in your copyright registration, you can start using that C symbol. Another thing I want you guys to think about is you may have seen some trademark symbols, okay? You may see that small TM sign or the small R sign. If you have not registered your work, your brand name at all yet, but you've been using it, you can still use that trademark symbol because the TM symbol will indicate that you have adopted this as a common law trademark or service mark. So if you have a website and you've been using your brand, put that TM symbol because you're showing that, hey, I'm taking the extra step to protect my brand. Once you trademark your brand and it's registered with the USPTO, that's when you can use the R, the register symbol. So it's a little R with the circle around it. You can use that symbol. As soon as you get that registration that your package has gone through, you can use that. You also want to be, if you're not interested in doing a trademark by yourself, I can understand that. You can look into a trademark lawyer, you can look into LegalZoom, and you can also do your own research. It's very important. I always say to make sure that you do your research. So why do we trademark? Why do we copyright? Why do we do all of these things? Why is it important to protect your brand? Now, it's very important to protect your brand. I'm just gonna say this: protect your brand. That should be in your mind. Protect your brand. All right. When you protect your brand, y'all, it sets you apart from your competitors. It sets you apart. It says, look, I have a business. When you're protecting your brand, you're also attracting your audience and your customers to you because they know that that's yours. They know that when they see this particular name, they offer these type of goods and services. So I'm gonna go to that brand to get this. So that's why it's good to trademark and then keep putting it out in rotation on all your social media so people can remember that. It also makes it harder for copycats. So if somebody tries to copy your name, you can go take them to court and show that, look, you can send a cease and desist letter, or you can go to court and say, look, this is my proof that I have that this is my brand. Another thing to think about when you're protecting your brand, this creates an income stream. So you can use this to make money to represent your brand that you're making in front of. Also, we want to build legacy. You know, we've been talking about generational wealth. And when you're talking about generational wealth, that also means protecting, you know, your assets, and protecting your brand, your business. So this is all important. It also means that you're taking accountability and you're taking your business serious when you look into trademarking, copywriting, or patenting your brand. It's showing that you are taking it serious. And it's also showing that you're taking care of your business. If you want to be a boss, you got to be able to take care of your business, okay? So trademark, copyright, patent, those are the things I want you guys to think about when you are building your brand. Here is a little information if you're interested in, well, I'm pretty sure many of you are interested, but I want you to look at where you can go. So if you want to brand your business, you can go to USPTO, you can Google that, and you can go to their trademark area, and that's where you can look into your trademark. That's where you can do it yourself. You can also go to LegalZoom.com. They have different options for you if you want to copyright, if you want to patent, if you want to trademark. When you copyright, you can just go to copyright.gov, and it gives you instructions on what to do. But from there, I always say, you know, make sure that you do your own research. I can show you the water, but you got to be able to drink it, okay? Now, when you go to the USPTO website, it will give you all this information that they have classes, they have videos. So it's not something that it doesn't give you any direction. It gives you a lot of direction. At the same time, if you have questions about anything with your business, you can always hit up your girl, okay? Because as a consultant, I'm here to help artists understand their business, understand what to do. You can follow me on Instagram, Yaminah Legohn, or you can follow my business, Art Legohn, or you can follow both. Ain't nothing wrong with following both. Or you can go to my website, YaminahLegohn.com or ArtofLegohn.com. I teach workshops called How to Hustle Smart to help people learn about trademarking, to help people learn about how to create multiple streams of income. It's very important. It's very important. It's very important. With everything that's going on in the world right now, everybody should be on top of their business, okay? Stay on top of your business. Get that trademark. Do that copyright. Do that patent. Do what you need to do. And also, bring your team in together and ask questions and use your resources. So I hope that little time, it was just a little time, y'all. I had to get through it real quick because there's so many other steps that goes into trademark and copyright and patent, okay? You may got a little information. You might got a little, little bump in your step, but there's so much more that goes into that. And that's why I'm your girl. That's why you can hit a girl up. If you have more questions, you can holler at me. And, shout out to my company, Art Legohn. Support Black business. Thank you, Monica Segment Grant, for having me on. Thank you for all the people coming in to mind your business and prosper. Because that's what we got to do is mind your business. Mind your business. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for the next conversation, y'all. Ciao.